ended up there. We ended up becoming buddies and spent a lot of time on the golf course now. And it's really weird. Get phone calls from him and stuff. It's just kind of mind blowing.
What's he like to play golf with?
Awesome. So much fun.
Really? Why?
He just knows how to have fun. Doesn't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
I was there with him one day when he ended the caliphate. He wanted to put out a tweet, and it was like, I don't like to speak out of school. I hope I'm not, but it was something like, he's like, tell him like, yeah, the tweet was, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was like, if you ever join the caliphate, and try to do this, you're going to be dead. He goes, what do you think? I go, awesome. Like, yeah, tweet that out. I was like, I can't add anything better than that. But then it comes out, and it's reworded and more political and like, a little politically correct. And I'm like, just being pretty, we're looking at maps. And I'm like, am I supposed to be like in on I make dirty records sometimes. I'm like, I do it here.
You didn't think you'd have a hand
What do you think we should do about North Korea? I'm like, what? I don't think I'm qualified.
Yeah, I get the feeling maybe you or he shouldn't have had a hand in on any of this. So there's Kid Rock talking about his cozy relationship with Donald Trump and how they golf, and he's such a fun guy. And then he sent out this random tweet, and I was like, I don't know. And he said, I don't know either. And then for some reason, Tucker Carlson thinks it's the funniest thing he's ever heard in his life. And really? Okay, just giggle with him. It's okay. Anyways, this could potentially be the tweet bringing back up that Kid Rock did help craft with Donald Trump in his, I don't know. He said the United States is asking Britain, France, Germany, and other European allies to take back over 800 ISIS fighters that we captured in Syria and put them on trial. The caliphate is ready to fall. The alternative is not a good one, and we'll be forced to release them. Good job, kid. Maybe he's gonna be Secretary of State when and if Trump decides to run again, or maybe he'll be his running mate. Who knows? Who cares? But by the way, since he takes his foreign policy so seriously and he consults people like Kid Rock, here's another qualification Kid Rock has. He has a car with a badge on it. Watch.
We had dinner last night and you rolled up in a Rolls Royce, the Let's Go Brandon edition.
Yes.
So
with a Waffle House plate.
With a Waffle House plate. So for our viewers who might want the Rolls Royce Let's Go Brandon edition, like where can you get one?
You go on this thing called Google and you type in, car badges, Let's Go Brandon, and there's companies that come up. On my truck, I got one that says White Boy Edition. And there's all these crazy things, but it looks official. So, I would never drive a foreign car, be driven. I used to just say to myself, I'm so proud, for how hard I work and, what I charge people for shows is what I think is fair because I can hold my head high because I feel I've never made an unhonest dollar off of working man's back. So I get Rolls Royce. But I'm like,
when you get Rolls Royces rolling around, these are the folks who say they represent blue collar people and real Americans, and not those limousine liberals and those elites and all those people that are too smart and are bragging about all the money they got. No, Tucker Carlson is a man of the people. He's tight. He's tight with everyone. He knows how to connect. And apparently so does Kid Rock. So by the way, I talked about how Tucker can't stop laughing. He also can't stop making this face right after laughing. I'm not sure which side of the emotional spectrum he's on in these, but no matter what anyone's saying, that's definitely his concentration face. And lastly, Francesca, before we get your thoughts on this, because I think this is the most telling clip here. Everyone's worried about whether or not they're getting canceled, and Kid Rock apparently is not. Here's why.
Why haven't you been canceled? People aren't allowed to say what they think. You are.
I am uncancelable.
Why's that?
Because I don't give a.
At what point did you realize you're just not going to be intimidated?
Day one.
Really?
I think I crawled out of the womb with both middle fingers in the air. Because my heart's big at the end of the day, and I have a lot of love and respect for anybody that shows that back to me. But Grandpa don't play no mess either.
I think that's a big illustration, Francesca, of how the now cancel culture comments and talk always is. It's, hey, you guys, pay attention to me. Don't you hate me? Ha, I'm still here. No one cares. You say something and people respond, and people may say what you're saying is ridiculous. I don't think that's canceling. But I mean, I guess the new cloud or the new grift or whatever it is that people are trying to get from their backers is they couldn't stop me. Nobody tried, nobody cares. Just continue to make whatever it is you're making and slap badges on your Rolls Royces and bragging about them.
You can't be canceled when your last album sold 30,000 copies, Kid Rock. That's not Like you just didn't get, maybe you're not cancelable. That's why you're not cancelable, because nobody listens to you anymore as you slowly become the 6th Golden Girl. What is going on? Like, and I love, the best part about this is the way Tucker Carlson is setting him up. Kid Rock has always been trash. Like Kid Rock, you never wanted to hear what he actually had to say pretty much about anything. So yeah, 2 middle fingers up, do whatever you do. Now he's just a boomer and trash, which is even sadder. And then you've got Tucker, who's like trying to use him as this kind of like working man, everybody else like pawn. And Kid Rock is just like, I don't know, I've always been this way anyway. Wasn't it crazy when Trump was asking me about North Korea? And then he literally says, I don't think I'm qualified. And it's like, yeah, buddy. Very few people around the Trump administration were qualified to do the jobs, including, oh yeah, Trump himself.